Okay, I'm Laura Grevel and I'm live and I'm waiting for Punk for the Homeless to beam in. Hello, I'm here with Punk for the Homeless, doing it for the kids charity drive for homeless kids. And we've had a lot of music today from noon and it'll continue on through into the night. And I will be reading some poetry. I'm a poet, performance poet, and so I'm just waiting for, okay, I think it's all good to start. So my first piece I'm going to give you, and I did put the donation link on my piece in case you need to know that for donating. Please donate if you're able. My first piece is one of the pieces from my Geography of My Life, Fierce Barefoot Love poems. And that performance, I've done it a few times and it's still developing, and I've added a few, but I didn't get to go to Edinburgh because that was canceled. So I will now give you Fierce Barefoot Love, which is the first piece. And it, as I said, is the geography of my life and starts in the Texas-Mexico section. I am originally born in Austin, Texas. So here we go. Who would have thought that the fierce barefoot love of a little girl named Laura Hawkins, who liked to toe the lumpy, gravelly dust under the live oak that sprang up and up in the front yard and dangled the big monkey knot swing, and who smiled running in early summer, barefoot down the hot street, hopping from shade to Margaret Simpson's grass, to wooden boards on the footbridge, to the windy trail down, to the cool limestone of White Rock below, and into soothing creek water, dodging squishy tadpoles and leeches and water moccasins. And who would have thought that the fierce barefoot love took in too soon each September the walk up 30th Street, through the doctor's office alley, on the route to Robert E. Lee Elementary School, and afterward toward home down 31st to Katie Loomy's house, the best friend for years till she learned that Laura's father drank. And next, onto Helen McDonald's house that got moved away for building an extension to the doctor's office parking. But still, they played tag there as before and hide and seek with that nose-biting smell of rubbing alcohol and ether that oozed from the building's door and stained the parking lot. Still rode their bikes, had wrecks, saw Nancy McDonald run with a Coke bottle and fall, slicing her wrist. And who would have thought that the fierce barefoot walk took in later the University of Texas, where her mother worked, where they waited at the turtle pond for mother to come out at 5 o'clock, where Laura walked and rode a bike and drove year after year, couldn't let go of that campus, even with the frat rats, because there was such beauty in the red-tiled Mediterranean architecture, the ugly undergrad library, the pomposity of certain professors, the endless books and ideas, the blue skies, hot days, the freezing mornings. Until the fierce barefoot walk went on to West Texas, to the ranch she loved with the 100-year-old pecan trees planted by her great-grandma Walker, who spoke with an English accent, and the boom of her grandfather Poppy's voice, the smell of his cowboy hat, the sweat and dust of it. The squeaky way her grandmother said milk. And where at sheep shearing time Laura helped ink the big burlap bags, heard the shearers speak Spanish with her grandfather, watched Juan make fresh tortillas that smelled of heaven. The sun shining always, the wind blowing, the ceniza blue-gray bushes popping with pink flowers with just a dash of rain, just a taste of wet, and the country lit up in blossoms. And then was again gray-green, the rises and cliffs covered in scrub, and listening to the buzz of a horsefly, the baa of a goat, the clop of a horse's hoof. And who would have thought the fierce walker would find the road to Mexico near that ranch, to the same Villa Acuna where her grandparents courted in Ma Crosby's, with the revolving reflecting ball over the dance floor, the dapper waiters in white jackets and black bow ties, the tile floor, the fountain, the arches, the photos of the revolution. And where outside, amid dust and diesel fumes, the small children called, "Chicletes, chicletes," trying to sell chewing gum. And the pink and yellow shops sold ceramic vases, woven blankets, leather goods, bakery breads. And she gave cordial greetings to the Landos familia, friends for 50 years, owners of a shop, a restaurant, a rancho. Buenos dias, señor y señora. Have you had any rain? And who would have thought the fierce barefoot lover would pick up and go? As the hot street got hotter, the shade sparser, Margaret Simpson died, trees and grass died, Poppy died. And who would have thought that child's fierce barefoot love would leave the limestone solid, dusty, scratchy, ant and scorpion ground that she felt as her own body forever? Walk into Austria, to Italy, to Switzerland, to England, and end up here. Okay, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed that piece. So now we're in Austria, as you may have noticed, after we leave Texas and Mexico. And I'm going to give you a little bit of what it is like there. This is the highlands. It is not Tyrol with the big mountains. It's the highlands called the Mühlviertel. And if you can imagine a person from a warm climate with lots of sun moving to Europe, and then I saw it was like this. This is called the Boy. Near the forest, on the meadow, in the sun, stands the boy, long legs at ease, looking up at something fluttering, gentle-eyed and curious as he follows the papery movement, cream-colored with a dark edge, watching and wondering, mouth open, pulse steady and slow, dreaming and being, sweet-breathed and innocent, feet content to stand still, as long as allowed, not eager to know, near the forest, on the meadow, in the sun. Okay, so that's the boy, and there is absolutely beautiful landscape there. Um, Again, I'm here performing to help Punk for the Homeless, for the Doing It for the Kids charity drive. Thank you for joining in. Please donate if you're able. The next piece I'm going to do is a continuation of Austria. This is called The Old Man, and when we arrived there in the year 2000, the older people still all scythed. A lot of them have passed away. The younger people don't want to scythe, but this is called The Old Man. The old man stands at the top of the steep rise, plants his feet apart, bare toes pressing the soil, and leans forward, gripping the wooden handles, balancing. Eyes on the green waves below him, he swings the old scythe to his right, winding up his back muscles, then shoulders pivoting left with strength and speed, the sharp blade sings as it glides. Swish, grass stems fall, little step forward. Swish, flower heads drop, little step. Swish, swath after swath, petals soon wilt, swing after swing. I have to do it, he thinks. My sons are gone. Daughters too. They don't want this place. No one wants it. Don't want trees and forests. Don't want meadows and cows. I gotta keep mowing, or the wilderness takes it. Scything, scything, till I fall like the grass below me, till I fall. Okay, again, I'm Laura Grevel if you've just joined in, and I'm taking people through parts of my life. Texas, Mexico, Austria. We're in Austria now, and I'm wondering what time it is. Okay, 7:52. Okay, I think we just have a few minutes left. If that's not correct, I'll do something else. But let's see, we're going to go to, yes, sorry, Texaner Frau. So we're moving you right into Austria with a foreigner's perspective now. Die Texaner Frau in Liebenau. So this is my broken German that I managed. You'll never know how perfect I've become. Okay, this means the Texas woman in Liebenau. Ich kann nicht sprechen die Sprache. Ich kann nur versuchen zu lächeln. Ich sehe die freundlichen Leute und es ist besser, wenn Ich denke nur an heute. Nicht an gestern oder letztes Jahr, meine Familie oder meine alten Freunde. Ich muss denken an hier. Die frische Luft, weißer Schnee, blauer Himmel, grauer Nebel, brauner Acker, grüne Wiese. Denn das ist, wo ich stehe. Denn das ist, wo ich muss bleiben. Das ist, wo ich muss lieben und das ist, wo ich schon liebe. Denn lieben ist einfach, vergessen ist schwierig. Aber ich bin im Mühlviertel, das zache Wurzelnland. Ich muss auch so wurzeln. And just to give you a brief translation of that, it means that we just have to learn to love where we are. And I believe we may be out of time now, so let me check. Can someone send me a message for that? Let's go down here and see what anyone says. Okay. I don't know if anybody got that message. Anyway, so I think we're stopping, and I will stop. Okay. Certainly hope you enjoyed that, and I will be watching and hope people donate. And thanks so much for joining in and helping us for this charity drive for the kids. Adios, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye, ciao, ciao.